All right, welcome to more Sherlock, everyone. Sorry to do that. I know that's annoying, but it makes things a little bit easier on the back end. So, we are going to go, to, I guess, the Iron Coffin, right? I want to find Niccolo Dedi's office. Oh, a man named Niccolo Dedi was found dead in a safe. The suspect is in the holding cells at the police station. Okay, so I guess we're just going to have to go back to the police station, all right? Let's do that. We'll just have to do our best here. Try to get everything set up. Let's go. Wardrobe. Dress like a cop. Back in the cop uniform for us. We will just be the most copy cop to ever cop. Alright. We'll leave John in his ice cream outfit. Alright. Niccolo Detti. Where is he?
What a long day.
It's this area.
Excuse me, but are you Mr. Capello? My
That's
name
like
is
Ron
Sherlock
Perlman.
Holmes. I'm hoping you could spare a moment to talk.
What is this
Manners.
camera angle?
What a pleasant surprise. Most of your colleagues have lacked even the simplest of common courtesies.
Sherlock, who is just like, I am absolutely never going to lie to anyone.
You're a suspect, sir, but not yet a criminal. I shan't treat you as such. Your case is refreshingly unusual, and I wish to get to the bottom of it.
Manners and enthusiasm. Huh. May you go far, young man. What can I help you with?
All right, let's observe him, see what he's up to. Focus look. They spelled focused wrong. Fresh and fashionable. He's wearing like the evil gray suit. Bruised hand, recent trauma, probably punched someone. Was that a rat that just ran across? Married. These things, I mean, these two seem pretty much to be the same exact answer, which has been a like common pattern with like different choices in this game. It's been kind of irritating. Like some of them it feels like don't matter, and other ones feel like they matter greatly. So it's like unclear. All right. Methodical man who puts business and principles above all else, keeps calm and focused despite being arrested. I mean, yeah, this seems pretty much true. They basically seem the same, so may as well just go over one.
You are surprisingly composed for a man accused of murder. Not so easily shaken, I take it.
Life is full of surprises. You'd be astonished how many deals go sour due to a force majeure. One becomes skilled at adapting. I am confident this will all be set straight. Until then, I will endure.
Much how you endure that injured hand. Those bruises look painful, but you seem barely aware of it. Were you attacked?
No. A minor accident, nothing more. My heady days as a man out to prove his valor are far behind me. I now know that to succeed in life, one must stay calm and plan ahead. The world will turn your way eventually. And if it does not, then one must persuade it so.
Please, tell me how you ended up in this situation.
Well, this morning some clients arrived to finalize their purchase of a Capello modular safe. But when we opened the door, out tumbled a dead man.
And I take it this wasn't normal.
No, I normally keep my corpses in the wardrobe. Please, young man, spare me your wit. The rest of the day was a blur. I recognized the victim, and it seems so did the police. That was enough to make me the main suspect.
Who sent for the authorities?
No one. As it happens, we had a break-in last night. Nothing was stolen, but for insurance purposes, the report had to be made. So, police officers just happened to be on the premises when we discovered the body in the safe.
All right.
I'd like to inquire about the burglary.
I'm not sure I see the connection, but if you wish to know more, talk to Billy Lloyd, the night watchman. He scared off the thief.
Was it also Billy that discovered the burglar?
No, my wife did. She had stayed late yesterday. Poor Augusta. At least she's safer with the police than at home alone.
You mentioned you were showing your wares to some prospective buyers when the safe was opened. Who were they?
Clerks from the bank. They inspected the safe from top to bottom yesterday. I assumed the sale was just a formality at that point.
And the safe was closed?
It's usually open, but it locks automatically when the door swings closed. That's another marvelous Capello invention.
A coffin that locks itself. Marvelous indeed. Help me grasp your movements yesterday. What time did you meet the customers from the bank, and did you have any other appointments?
Yesterday, the bank clerks arrived at 10 a.m. Afterwards, I was alone in the office until my wife Augusta came in at 3 p.m. I left for home at 6:30 p.m.
And what about this morning?
Our meeting for the demonstration was set for 9 a.m. I arrived about half an hour prior in order to prepare.
I have one final inquiry. Do you recall the time at which the safe door was closed?
Young man, I may just as well ask you when you closed your cigar case. I have opened our safes a dozen times a day for a dozen years. I do not recall.
You say you became the suspect when the police identified the victim. Is there history between you?
Surely you jest. That man and I have never met and never would, unless he became the first deity in history to use our products.
Some sort of family feud? I'm afraid I'm not familiar.
You must be new to Cordona. It's an old tale. Back in Italy, generations ago, the deities tried to ruin our family business. They nearly succeeded. The Capellos rightfully struck back, but there has been bad blood ever since.
And does that blood flow in you too?
I told you, sir, it's an old story, or it was. I fear this horrible event portends worse to come. My wife may be in danger as we speak.
Well, Mr. Capello, I think that's all I need from you at present. Where can I find your office?
Here, take my card. Billy should be on site to assist with the investigation. And please, sir, would you check on my wife before you depart?
Thank you. I will endeavor to speak with her before I leave the station.
Please, treat her gently. Women lack our resilience when it comes to ordeals like this. I shall eagerly await your return. After all, there's little else I can do.
Alrighty. Anything for us to work with here? Alright. People of interest include Basilia's wife. She's currently in the police station. Okay, is she like over here? Nope. Maybe she's upstairs. Alright. Okay, so I guess we'll just have to go upstairs and find this guy's wife.
Mrs. Capello, please wait in the office. The inspector will be here soon.
You must be the inspector.
Would you be Augusta Capello?
Alright.
Must I really repeat myself to every baby-faced man in uniform that strides in?
Oh man. Baby faced.
Forgive me, I am not the inspector, but I am working on your husband's case.
Then I have nothing to say to you. Come back with the inspector in charge so that we may dispense with the endless repetition.
Used laudanum recently. Wow. She had a headache. Golden heart pin. Marks from fidgeting. I don't know how the golden heart pin implies anything, but yeah, she seems surprised.
Whilst I prefer German composers, the harp solo from Lucia di Lammermoor stands out as one of Donizetti's finest contributions to the form. I'm sure Basilio thought the same.
He did. How? Did he tell you how we met?
Oh, there was no need. It is trivial to observe how much you value your memories of playing harp in the orchestra, and even an amateur Italian harpist would be familiar with Donizetti's finest work.
Yes. Music is a balm in these uncertain times. It is nice to meet another who appreciates it.
Much as I appreciate the truth. Please, Mrs. Capello, let me help you and your husband.
I am not unappreciative, sir. But I'm afraid I presently lack the strength.
Basilio tells me you were present during the burglary yesterday. What can you tell me about it?
Oh, it gave me such a fright. I fainted, fell to the floor. I wish I could help you, but, I'm just utterly useless. Please, I want to rest before the inspector arrives.
Were you familiar with the deceased man found in the safe?
No, I did not know him, nor can I conceive of how the poor soul ended up there.
The mob.
You've had quite the day, Mrs. Capello. I shall leave you be. If I have further questions, I may visit again later.
All right. Night Watchman Billy Lloyd, who's at the Armor Capella Street on Adler Street to the east of St. Clement's Cathedral. Oh, we need to go to St. Clement's Cathedral anyway. So it's like right there, I guess. That's fine. Apollo says she seems innocent enough. She must be the murderer. I mean, as far as Sherlock's concerned, that's enough to get executed, so... Alright. Just run this way, I guess. Let Sherlock's little legs just carry him the whole way. Alright, where is Armor Capello? Lost violin. I do need to investigate that, so we're gonna string theory that real quick. Stolen. My old violin has been taken. If you have information that may aid in my instrument's return, please visit me on Professor's Road north of Adler Street in Scaladio. Alright, so yeah, it's like right here. Right? On Professor's Road. Okay. Where is it? How am I missing it? Where the heck is it? This is Adler Street. It said north of Adler Street, didn't it? I wish I could just like Control F Professor and find it that way. Here we go. This is not north of Adler Street. That is like heavily northeast. But it's more eastern than it is north. I guess right here, but like we found the note here. All right. Where did I want to go? Oh yes. So now we go to Iron Coffin. east of St. Clement's Cathedral in Scaladio on Adler Street. Okay, so is it just here? I guess it must be just like here. All right, I guess we just gotta walk. We gotta hoof it down to wherever, I guess.
Take a look. The finest clothes.
I have 20 bucks. What do I want to spend 20 bucks on? There you go. I bought
Perfect,
Sherlock a
sure.
dress. Alright, where is Capello? Narik says, alright, I am now watching Keith on TV with the rack in the corner of my screen and rack audio from my phone in my hands. It's the perfect amount of stream watching. How the heck did you get picture-in-picture on your TV to watch 2 Twitch streams? That's impressive. I just need to figure out where the heck to go. Alright, I guess I found it. I managed to put it exactly where it happened to be. I didn't even know. I had no idea this is where it would be. I just kind of guessed. Alright.
Hello there.
Oh god, he jump scared me.
Ill-fitting pants, wonky nose, and hair that appears to have been
Oh
cut
my
by your
God,
own hand.
Sherlock.
You must be
Ugh.
Ollie Lloyd.
Oh, it's you. I knew you'd come.
You did?
You're Mirko Gallia, the best investigative journalist on Cordona. I'm a fan of your work.
Alas, you're mistaken. The name is Sherlock Holmes, and your employer...
Oh, of course. Discretion. I'm sorry. I doubt the policeman upstairs heard me, though, so your secret is safe with me, Sherlock.
Mr. Capello told me you were present during the burglary and scared the criminal off the property.
There, you should have seen it. As soon as the burglars saw me, they went white as death. Ran out the back door of the office. I heard a thud and cat shrieks, so I think they went over the railing and into the bushes out back. Clearly, my reputation precedes me. Mr. Capello was so proud.
You're a guard, but you didn't give chase.
Well, by the time I made it outside, they were miles away. So I went back to help Mrs. Capello. That kind of gentlemanly courtesy is why I'm so well regarded round these parts.
What did the thief look like?
Shorter than me, mid-20s, a huge scar across the right cheek going from the eye. Short hair. She didn't look like a ghost. Too corporeal.
Hold on. She? You didn't think to mention the burglar was a woman?
Why did you assume it was a man? It's the 19th century, sir. Ambitious young women are out there pursuing a career, and I, for one, encourage it.
Yes,
Hell
yes,
yeah.
spare me the sermon. When did the burglary happen?
Oh, after 10 in the evening. I was just talking to Mrs. Capello.
Does she normally work this late?
No, it's the first time it happened. Usually I'm alone at night. I was explaining to Mrs. Capello how drinking water every 3 hours can help with digestion, when she excused herself and went back upstairs. Then there was a scream, and I ran up to the office, and...
I know what happened next, thank you. What about last evening? Do you have any more details about the break-in?
Of course. I write down everything that happens during my watch. Take a look.
Fastidious in its mundanity, but I will make of it what I can.
This guy's a big hydro homie, making sure everyone's hydrated.
I must go and inspect the crime scene. If I have further questions, Mr. Lloyd, I will find you.
Oh, don't worry. I won't be able to keep away.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. You know, the thought occurred to me that this game might be
Strength,
edutainment.
security, peace of mind. Tacky.
Well, you know, that's your opinion, good sir.
And that's just horrifying to think about.
The best on the market. You can wallop them, you can burn them. Nothing will work.
I bet he tested that himself.
That safe must be so heavy.
They sell door locks, padlock.
Mr. Lloyd, the code to all safes in the office is 0013500. So 135 with zeros on each side. Alright, so Mr. Lloyd knows all
No
the safe
Sherlocks,
codes.
though. Probably for the best. Imagine dealing with two of you. Ugh.
I couldn't deal with two of them, and I have to deal with John already, so this is a real bummer. Anything good in here? Doesn't seem like it. Fancy lock. Big ol' key. Alright, let's see. Oh my god. That's so bright. Alright.
The bottle is half empty. A wine, well enjoyed.
What else is there to look at? Ah. A wine not well enjoyed.
Recently used, but why would it be here?
Alright, we're gonna have to investigate the body. So that'll be a whole thing. It's gonna zoom in on a dead guy, so if you're squeamish.
Blood on the safe door could have been left by the victim.
Indeed. This is about as gratuitous as it gets.
Bruises, torn nails, bleeding was severe and continued at length.
Yeah, he scratched the inside.
Bulging veins, cyanosis, bloodshot eyes, odd foaming in the mouth. Clear indications of blunt trauma, possibly inflicted before the victim was in the safe.
I think he might have been poisoned. What else are we looking for? It's kind of hard to pick anything out.
Clothes are not fully buttoned. Was the victim dressing or undressing? What a rotten way to die.
Yeah, what a shame.
Alright. Oh my god. He said he wasn't coming up. What?
Do you know anything else about the dead body in the safe?
Well, there is the rule of threes. You can survive 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 hours in harsh weather, and 3 minutes
Have you talking?
without air. I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, very enlightening, Mr. Lloyd, thank you.
I mean, that is actually useful to know.
I don't know.
What can you tell me about Mr. Capello?
He's a good employer, but very focused on work, and very serious about security, of course, since he employed a night watch of my caliber. Not everyone appreciates his strict business approach, though. Store clerks don't seem to last long in the office.
Good to know. Have you noticed anything different about Mrs. Capello recently?
Not really. She talks to me more when I start my shift. Probably because of the 100 Best Curry Recipes book I'm reading. Oh, and we've been running out of paper a lot lately, so she often sends me out to buy more for her. She's very particular about the paper we use. Only one store on the island stocks it, and it's on the other side of the town. But I'm really fast.
Interesting, thank you.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know. I know of it, but forgot. Oh, actually, no.
Is this code memo still valid?
Oh, yes, it's the same combination code everywhere. It corresponds to Mrs. Capello's birthday, actually. In fact, during this year's celebration, I was allowed a sip of champagne. That's when I had to dry my trousers, and then I had to...
Okay, thank you, Billy.
Alright. Can I walk through here? I can. Okay, there's more clues. Cool. I need to remember to check with people after I find clues so I'm not stuck
A
in the situation
concert
I was in
program
last
from
time.
7 years ago. An Augusta LaDuca is listed as a harpist in the orchestra.
So he wooed the girl at the concert. Sherlock was exactly right. Augusta, we do not have the time today for a chat because of my important client meeting. But I'm concerned about your desire to work such late hours. You seemed happy about it, which is why I did not bring it up previously, but perhaps it's best that we have a conversation. I'm sure we can find a different arrangement. His wife liked to work. Basilio seems really in love with his wife.
2 theatre tickets for Shakespeare's Othello. The performance is tomorrow.
Have to respect the classics.
Alrighty. The diary shows Basilio Capello's schedule planned weeks ahead. There are several noteworthy recent entries. First, a meeting with the detective from several weeks ago, and second, 2 dates labeled with the safe yesterday and today.
Clearly needs a better work-life balance.
Deirdre Bobedra's trophies. Let's see. Heir to the Dedi family returns home. Niccolo Dedi, a young heir to the Dedi family business, has returned to Cordona after 12 years of studying and working on the mainland. This coincides with Orazio Dedi's departure to Italy and hints at the possibility that Niccolo is intending to take over the family business in Cordona. We will be watching this situation closely as it develops, and will endeavor to obtain a reaction from Basilio Capello. The Capello and Dedi feud has been existent for over 200 years, and even though this acrimony has been muted for the past few decades, some still remember the conflicts of the Gonzalo Dedi and Vitalio Capello era. We are hoping that Niccolo's young mind and Basilio's calm business attitude may find common ground. Alright, that works. That checks out. Signor Capello, it has come to my attention that Niccolo Dedi is soon to return to Cordona. We do not know what that means for the future of the Dedi family, but Orazio seems set on staying in Roma, so take that as you will. I wanted to strongly advise on behalf of the whole family that you avoid contact with Niccolo. We have no doubt that you'll be able to retain your composure even if provoked, but we do not know that the Dedis are planning. Be on your guard, the family reputation is at stake. In Bocca al Lupo, Nalda, Gil.
Well-organised workplace?
Mr. Capello is the best.
Okay, this chap is seriously creepy.
Is he a made man? Is that why he's
I swear I just saw a lion out there. On the railing.
That would be a cat, John.
Oh, actually, no.
Do you know whose keys these are?
Probably Mr. Capello's. Police took him so suddenly. I have the same set, but it's more efficient. Has fewer keys.
So you don't have access to the entire office?
No. Only Mr. and Mrs. Capello have the key to the back door.
Do you know anything about these entries?
No. But Mr. Capello is so well organised. I use a different method. Very popular among the Buddhist monks. You create an attic in your mind and...
I'm familiar. Keep it tidy, put only necessary information in, remove unnecessary information regularly.
What? No, it's called an attic. You just stuff it with everything. You never know what might prove helpful someday.
That is profoundly upsetting. Do you know what this note might be about?
I cannot presume to know another's mind, of course, but... I think Mr. and Mrs. Capello have been having some familial difficulties. Probably due to their lack of children. One of my oldest friends helps couples with their relationship troubles, and he always says...
You don't have to continue.
Oh, well, he says that to me as well, but I'm perfectly happy to.
No, I insist.
Alright.
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
I mean, hey, buddy, that's one way to say it. Is there stuff? Oh, there's a chemical analysis. Great. Math. Just what we love to do most on this channel. -4. +4. now we just need one, right? This is easy. I could have halved it right here for one less step, but whatever. I'm getting good at these. They're less complicated than I thought they would be. Niccolo Dedi's body was found in the safe. Let's see. Asphyxiation. There's uncharacteristic foaming. The foaming around the mouth is a result of light intoxication, most likely from wine. What did I actually find there, though? What was the chemical analysis? What did it actually give me? I totally just didn't pay attention to what it said it was.
I'm gonna catch the criminal myself, but later.
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
Huh. Alright, oop. I think this is where we wanted to investigate the back door, right? Yeah. Jeez, these loading screens are brutal, huh? This game has very, very rough loading. Especially for a PS5 game. Alright, so this has an investigation thing. No sign to break in. Very complex lock. Ooh. Kitty cat. This must be the lion John saw at the railing, and that's why he's sitting there. Am I hearing purring? There's something in my left ear. I think that's what it was. Railing dislodged and bent. Someone probably fell. Or like ran into it. What's this? Trampled grass. Is that lockpicks?
The letter F is inscribed within a 4-leaf clover pattern. A comprehensive set of lockpicks, recently cleaned with no fresh scratches. Passe-muraille. Walk through walls in French. Our thief seems rather arrogant.
Intriguing. Okay. Oh, we have to go to the archives. That's so annoying. Where do we go? I guess we'll go to the police station. I guess if we're gonna use lockpicks and stuff, if we got the lockpicks and that was a clue, we're gonna want to look at crime. So maybe there's like thievery as an option. Alright. Districts, Grand Sarai, right? Because that's where it is. Subjects, suspects, crimes, property crimes. There we go. Felicia 70. Felicia 70, age 26. Currently affiliated with the Backyard Boys gang, acting as their master burglar. The Backyard Boys have a hideout on Clay Street in Central Miners End. Distinct scar. After her parents died at sea, she wasted her inheritance. Felicia turned to crime. Has been arrested several times, but been cooperative with the law, lessening the severity of her punishments. All right, Clay Street, Miners End. Oh, I thought I was in Central. I thought I was in Grand Sarai. I didn't realize I was in Scaladio. I had the map completely backwards. It's convenient that I managed to get that. Huh. I was totally positive that we were in Grand Sarai. Oops. Let's see. Miners End. Where'd they say it was? Central Miners End. Okay. Well, let's just travel. Can I fast travel anywhere here? I can't. Oh, because I'm indoors.
Maybe it would be
That's
wise to take a look around outside before we enter. Just a thought.
All right. Where can I travel in Miner's End? Guess we'll just go over to this bridge because it's the closest to the central Miner's End. I assume it's going to just be like in the center because when it gives us kind of detail, like we'll just throw it there. It generally tells us exactly, like it doesn't really mince where it is. Let's see.
Other gangs are planning it.
Oh. All right. Find out what the information the pipe wants and where to find him. What does limping brass mean? Okay. John was right. It seems that the Backyard Boys have mobilized. Due to the botched robbery of Armor Capello by Felicia Seveni, they believe... I keep wanting to read that as Felicia Sevine, but that's not what it is. It's Seveni. They believe that another gang has set them up and they are going to attack soon. I've overheard, however, that the pipe, the limping informant of the... Okay, that's what it meant. Limping brass. Is calling him in his beggar informants. The pipe can be found in the marketplace in Central Miner's End on Market Road. Where is whatever that said a second ago? Marketplace. Oh, it's right here. Let's see. Place mark. There we go. That's fine. Do I want to go in here? No. Am I going the wrong way? I am going the wrong way. I just completely brain melted for a second. I just went the opposite direction that I wanted to go in. It's this way.
Our clothes will be worn well, take my word.
Where is this pipe?
The best the flea markets can offer.
So, not very good. Where is he? All right, hold on. Let me look at this. Oh, this is a different disguise. All right, so we're gonna need to put on something.
Buy some. Step right up.
I guess I'll just have to dress like a beggar, right? Do I have anything that's like beggarly? There we go. Rent. And then wardrobe. Let's go in here. How does having a full beard make him look less like a beggar? Being all scarred up makes him seem like a beggar. Being all bruised makes him seem like a beggar.
Get it back in one piece,
All
or
right.
you'll have to buy it.
Despite being used, these goods are still fine. Take a look.
Oh, is this him?
May I ask you something?
You think it's funny to bother me?
I mean, no. Where is he? The limping man is who I'm looking for, right?
Do you know anything about this?
Keep moving, I've got no time for this.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Excuse me, just one question.
I would like to help a companion in misfortune, but I know nothing about this.
Huh. So now we need to find this dude, I guess. Where is he? Is it this one? Ah, it is this one.
Hello, mister. I've got some information for you. Heard you were asking.
Have you now? Well, let's hear it.
Let's see.
So the bandits, right? Not coming. Bigger fish to fry, they say. Bigger worries.
Interesting. Are you absolutely sure?
Heard it with my own ears. Lord is my witness.
Oh, good. Here you go. Buy yourself something nice. Might I suggest soap?
Oh, thank you, mister. Thank you. What a simpleton.
Why did John's clothing change?
Philip from London. Good impression.
That was weird. John's clothing just changing for half a second while we're there. That's BS. He should have been wearing his ice cream man suit. We worked hard to get that. There we go. All right. All right. This place we need to actually go to now, I think, and find out where the lady is. I am going the wrong direction. Once again, I am extraordinarily challenged by spatial awareness and maps.
One man's track.
Our clothes will be worn well, take my word.
Wait, one man's trash is another man's furniture?
Take a look.
I mean, he's not wrong. This does look pretty great. This looks fantastic. A deranged artist brought this back from a flooded city. Oh, so that's from the Sunken City, that game that they made. Oh, Metal Chaos is here. Hey, man. How you doing? Preserved offcuts, best not to ask questions. Yeah, so we're definitely keying up for the Cthulhu cult
Go away if you don't want to buy.
game that comes after this. The Awakened or whatever, the remake that they're putting out. They're leaning into it. Maybe I'll have to play the Sunken City. I don't know if I really want to, but we'll have to give it a try. Alright. Oh, hell yeah. You know what time it is, folks. Time to murder. Oh, I forgot that I actually had to shoot them.
I'm coming.
Take a rest, my friend.
Ah!
I'm coming for you.
No more crime for you until next month.
Time to knock this
The
guy
auto
out.
aim is so strong. Oh my god. get beaten
The
up by
snuff's
old
ready.
man Sherlock. No, I shouldn't have
I
done
couldn't
that.
miss the party. I'm gonna hurt you.
Take a rest, my friend.
All right. I should play this, do a run of this game on grounded with no HUD. See how that goes.
Too simple.
We can overcome the brute now. Give him the pepper snuff.
Oh, he's gonna get the pepper snuff.
Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
People love the pepper snuff. Sherlock's like low poly.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Not literally low poly, but like lower poly combat model is like terrifying to look at.
I am invincible.
Oh. This dodge roll is useless. Whoa.
Time to knock this guy out.
Get wrecked.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Okay, I give up.
Reasonable. Oh, I made $9 off beating all those people up. That was great work, everyone. Alright, do I just sit in here? Let's see.
And here we are, Miss Sevigny. A place where we can talk about all your recent activities. We have a nice profile on you, you know.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
Is there nothing you didn't do, Miss Sevigny? Thieve for the gang, break into the Armor Capello office, kill Niccolo Detti?
What? Kill? I didn't kill nobody. No, how?
So you admit the rest. I suppose you won't mind explaining some things to me then.
Alright. Let's see. Lockpick hidden inside her necklace. What a boss. Double-sided jacket. Oh, so she has a disguise. She can just flip her inside out. And claw marks on leg. Oh, because of a cat. Let's see. Locket that conceals a lockpick. Jacket double-sided for quick disguise. She's proud of her trade and showed it off, but only to a trained eye. She is ready to vanish discreetly at the sight of her. She's definitely prepared. Nice.
You were in the Armor Capello office yesterday evening, Miss Sevigny. The same place that Niccolo Detti was found dead today. What happened?
How would you know? You can't prove anything?
It's written all over you, Miss Sevigny. I presume you did not intend your evening to end with a fall over the railing and a fracas with felines? Need I continue?
Oh, zut alors. It was just a job, nothing else. I was asked to come. Here, see for yourself. I don't know who hired me, but I think they wanted to pin the crime on me. Poor Niccolo.
When were you offered this job?
Ah, mon Dieu. I don't remember precisely. I think the letter arrived around 9:30 in the evening. It sounded tricky, but the money was good.
And you arrived at the office?
Perhaps 45 minutes later. I am very good, sir. I was in and out in 5 minutes.
I don't like lies.
No, wait. Okay. It took 15 minutes. All right? Still impressive, no?
You knew Mr. Detti, how?
Niccolo and I grew up together. I hadn't seen him in years, then ran into him on the street, smiling with some lovely lady on his arm.
And that was the last time you saw him alive?
Some lovely lady.
Until I found him dead yesterday. That same woman was there, too. It can't be coincidence.
You saw a woman in the office?
Mm-hmm. She started screaming, so I slammed the safe door and ran when I saw a guard coming.
Your thieving days may well be over, Miss Sevigny. Until this matter is resolved, you will remain here. Good day.
Well, she's cool. Is there anything else to have pinned here? I don't think so. Let's see. I guess we need to go interrogate the wife again because it's clear that she was on What's-His-Face's arm, Niccolo's arm. She isn't here, right? Yeah. Let's see.
What exactly was your relationship with Niccolo Detti?
Who? What are you talking about?
Madam, please, a young woman dedicated to her music and an enthusiastic artist. Your marriage to Basilio could not have offered all you needed. And then about 6 months ago, you met Niccolo Detti. There was a spark, you started to see each other. It brought passion back into your life.
How could you?
But your tryst didn't go unnoticed. Felicia Sevigny spotted you with Niccolo, but rather than cease your affair, you took care to avoid the public eye. You started working with your husband at the office and met your lover there in the evening after Basilio departed. Billy would not notice, and you hoped neither would your husband. Do I have this right so far?
Yes. I love Basilio, I truly do. But his first passion is his work. I respect that, but it left me adrift. Niccolo.
Got her.
Sweet Niccolo. He was the man I needed. If he had had any other name, I would have talked to Basilio. But he was a Detti.
And your husband suspected something.
I think he did. He asked questions. Billy's schedule was moved forwards. Yes, he suspected.
And thus we arrive at the heart of the matter. How did Mr. Detti end up deceased in the safe?
I do not know.
Madam?
I don't know anything about his death.
Are you sure this is how you wish to proceed?
It is the truth. Please, just leave me be.
She did it. She murdered him.
It is a shame it has come to this, but it is patently obvious that you are responsible for Niccolo Detti's death.
How dare you? I wouldn't want him to.
I see you need some persuasion. I know that Niccolo Detti went to the office to meet you.
All right. What was the window of opportunity? Where is it? There we go.
It was a midnight tryst. Niccolo would visit the office once Basilio left, but this time he returned. So you hid Niccolo in the safe. A foolish move.
I didn't know the code had changed. It was the only choice. I couldn't let him be found. I loved him.
Really? You could have saved his life
She
by simply
accidentally
speaking with your
killed
husband,
him.
but you sought to free him another way.
What were the means of the crime? Letter, right?
To free Mr. Detti, you hired Felicia Sevigny, a petty burglar, to crack the safe. And as a result, you killed your lover.
It's because the combination had changed. It is not my fault.
You are splitting hairs, Mrs. Capello. The fact remains you chose to risk Niccolo's life rather than call your husband. And I know why.
This would absolutely be a case of manslaughter, though. Like, in modern times. It would not actually be considered murder. And the reason why is because the husband would have gotten really mad.
You were afraid how it would affect the reputation of the Capellos, and you feared what your husband would do as a consequence.
He's a good man, but he cares about his business, about the family. It would have destroyed him.
And now he's accused of murder, Mrs. Capello. How considerate of you.
Mio Dio, how did this all happen?
Despite your best intentions, Mrs. Capello, I believe you are to blame for this sorry affair, not Basilio.
I think you're
Randomly
right.
got dark in here.
Basilio, he does not deserve this. None of this.
It is not my place to decide what is deserved, but perhaps you now know what to say to the inspector.
I do.
Good day, madam.
I don't think Mrs. Capello did this on purpose. I would have let her go.
All right. Hey, we finished this side quest. Nice work, team. John didn't like me throwing her in the slammer, but what can I say? Sherlock is the coppiest cop. I guess I can probably change out of my cop uniform, but I don't really want to. Alright, I think this is going to be it for tonight. This next quest is going to be us returning to the main quest. This last, like, splintered memory thing we have to do here, I think. We'll probably have to finish some more puzzles after that. But I think for the most part, we are good. So, anyway, thanks so much for hanging out. I've had a really good time. I think what I'm going to do is raid someone. Who do I want to send you to? I'll send you to Bird. Go watch Bird's stream, alright? Here we go. Alrighty. I think we're raiding in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raid now.